The world has turned white. It is a world of biting cold, endless snow. High in the mountains, nature does not forgive mistakes. It shows no mercy. This valley is locked in a prison of ice and silence. We are cut off. There is no way in, and there is no way out. Survival is no longer a concept. It is the only reality we have left to face. We are two men, isolated against the vast power of the wilderness. Our resources are dwindling with each passing hour. Caught in this frozen expanse is a life. A single cow, a survivor from a barn shattered by the avalanche's might. The animal is trapped, its legs deep in the snow, unable to move freely. Its chances of surviving out here on its own are zero. Leaving it to suffer a slow, agonizing death is not an option. That is not our way. We have watched it for 2 days now. We hoped the weather would break, but the cold has only tightened its grip. Its fate is now intertwined with our own. We must now make a decision that weighs heavily on us. A choice born not of cruelty, but of stark, undeniable necessity. The decision has been made. It is a grim one, but the only one that makes sense in this brutal reality. This animal equals meat, fat, protein, energy to endure. Our task is clear but hard. Field butchery here in the snow. Efficient, clean, methodical. Every part utilized, the meat will feed us. The hide, shelter, the bones boiled for broth. Nothing wasted. With the decision locked in, our attention turns to the tools. Every item must have a purpose. First, the knives. A good knife means clean cuts, less waste, and greater safety. Alongside the knives, a heavy-bladed axe. Its job is brute force, for cleaving through thick bone and frozen joints. Finally, there is the salt. It is worth more than gold out here. Salt is not just for flavor, it is for preservation. The final preparations are for ourselves. In this extreme cold, hypothermia is a silent, creeping killer. Before we begin, we eat. We consume a small, energy-dense meal. Staying hydrated is crucial. The decision has been made. The preparations are complete. We turn and begin our slow, deliberate walk towards the waiting animal. We move towards the cow now. There is no talking between us, only the shared understanding of the grim task ahead. It is no longer just a source of food. It is a life we are about to take. A sense of profound respect for this creature settles upon us. We speak in low, soothing tones. The words themselves don't matter, but the gentle cadence seems to have a small effect. The moment of action is a blur of focused intensity. The first man moves in smoothly, securing the animal's head. The second man steps forward, the sharpened knife now in his hand. The method is one we both know, a technique designed for a quick and irreversible end. The cut is made. It is deep and fast. There is no struggle. The act is done. A profound silence descends. The only sound is the wind and the soft, steady rush of lifeblood staining the pure white snow. But there is no time to dwell on it. The cold is a relentless enemy, and the real work has just begun. Skinning an animal of this size is a monumental test of strength and endurance. Every inch is hard-won. With the hide removed, the axe comes into play. It is brutal, jarring work that sends shivers up the arms. Piece by piece, the giant is disassembled. We have transformed a single, immense creature into the raw materials for our survival. Back at our makeshift camp, the real butchery begins. We must separate the different types of tissue, for each has its own purpose. We also pay close attention to the fat. This fat will be rendered down. Lard is a survival powerhouse. The bones are stripped of any large pieces of meat. They are full of marrow and collagen, destined for the broth pot. With the meat processed, our focus shifts to preservation. Every single surface of the meat must be coated in a generous layer of salt. The cold acts as our primary preservative, and the salt is our insurance policy. The deep, dry snowpack is a natural freezer. The larder is now invisible, a secret known only to us. The time has come to claim our reward. We need warmth. We need sustenance. This is simpler than a stew. We are boiling the meat. It will create a hot, savory broth to warm us from the inside out. The taste is sublime. It is simple, unadorned meat, the most delicious thing either of us has ever eaten. This is more than a meal, it is a ceremony. The events of the day weigh heavily upon us. The image of the cow, its life given so that we might continue ours, is seared into our memories. In order to live, something else had to die. This is a transaction civilization tries to hide. Out here, you face it head on. We did what we had to do. But necessity does not make the act easy. This experience has also reinforced the importance of teamwork. Alone, this task would have been nearly impossible. In a survival situation, your greatest tool is a reliable partner. The cow's sacrifice has given us more than just full bellies. It has given us time. And out here, time is the most valuable currency of all. Survival is not a given. It is earned. It is earned through hard work, difficult choices, and an unyielding will to endure. The path ahead is still long and uncertain, but now we have the fuel for the journey. We will endure.